perhaps you could first just talk about the mood of the locker room, the team, with obviously the trade of Nick yesterday.
Yeah, obviously this is a crazy day for our team, and it's a crazy day, league-wide. So with losing Nick, it's he was a huge part of our team, huge part of our locker room community. One of the best guys I know. He was a great teammate, but a better player, and we wish him all the best. We're definitely going to miss him, and with that being said, we're excited about Matthew and what he's going to bring to our team, and the Stanley Cup experience he has. So it's a tough day. You lose a great person, so it's sad. A little sad mood there, but with that being said, we're really excited to have Matthew here.
Was it important to park that news and get back to business? It looked as though the practice was relatively spirited.
Yeah, you can only control what you can control, and I think for our group, it's like I said, it's a crazy day. So just come to the rink, have fun. All you can control is your work ethic, and I think that's just what we did today. We went to work and tried not focusing on the extra things that are going on that we can't control. So that was our focus for today, and it was a tough practice, and we definitely worked.
Looked like there were just some new goal celebrations that were practiced as well today.
Yeah, that was make it as much fun as you can. So I tried to bring a positive, light mood to today when it could be a hectic day for others.
Anton Forsberg gets a 3-year deal. Can you kind of explain to us what he's done for your group?
Yeah. Well, he's won us games this year, and he deserves every cent that he got. We're really happy for him, really excited, and he's one of the hardest working people I've ever met. Whether it's in the gym, every day he's in there working, and on the ice it shows. In practice, he's always doing the extra efforts, the extra rebounds, and he really pushes himself, which pushes all of us. So we're definitely really happy and really excited for him.
I know there might still be moves between now and 3 o'clock, but as you look at the last 20 games of the regular season, as a group, are you going to use that as a dress rehearsal, audition, whatever you want to say, for the start of next season, and making sure that this group goes into the offseason feeling like there's some optimism around here?
Yeah, well, we're not focusing on next season. Like you said, we have 20 games left. We want to finish this as best we can, and we want to put everything out there. We don't want to go into the summer and be like, I wish could have done this, could have done that, but we're going to work to the very end, and I think that's what kind of shows their group is throughout this year you can look back. We've faced probably the most adversity out of anybody. So whether it's injuries, flus, COVID, it's we've kind of faced it all. So I think for us, it's just we're gonna put the pedal down, go as hard as we can for these last 20 games. So obviously we want to finish on a high note and carry that over, but our focus is every day getting better and working to make ourselves a better team.
How much of a distraction has the trade deadline been in the room, Brady?
Yeah, well, for myself, it's been 4 years of it now. So, you've seen a lot of good people go, and it's I don't know if you call it a distraction. I mean, I think it's just a hectic couple days league wide. So I think a lot of teams see a lot of changes. So it's tough. It's a tough day. You see a lot of good people go, but it's I don't know if it's much more to say than just a crazy day.
What would it mean to you and the rest of the team that next year's trade deadline's narrative is different and that you don't lose players?
Yeah, well, that's a long ways away, so not going to focus on that. But I mean, it's usually when you're on a losing team is when you get rid of a lot of guys. So obviously we don't want to be that type of team anymore. We want to be a team that's looking to get into the playoffs or in the playoffs. So that's going to be our focus for next year. But we're not thinking about that. We're just thinking about playing our best for these last 20 games.
If we go back to Nick, there are different ways to express leadership in sports. Can you maybe tell us how he helped out in that regard in Ottawa?
Yeah, well, I think he's just a positive example for anybody, anybody who's faced adversity, anybody who, just everybody growing up that hard work will, reward you, right? So he put in work, and yeah, he's a great player, one of the hardest workers I know, and but he's just such a great person, as you can see, what he does with the community, what he meant to the fans, what he meant to our team. It's that's a person you want to emulate, who always has a smile on his face, always joking around, but when it comes to work, he's one of the hardest workers. So yeah, he'll definitely be missed.
How much about Phil Yun and Matthew Joseph here?
Yeah, well, I've throughout the years, he's always mentioned that grabbing dinners and stuff, and how close they were from St. John's and World Juniors. So kind of know him through that, but yeah, I know he's excited to get a buddy that he played with, and I've heard a lot of great things, and definitely excited to meet him and get to play with him.
Brady, what's your familiarity with Travis?
Yeah, well, he played with my brother in Calgary, and then he plays, got some buddies in Van that he played with. So heard a lot of great things, and he's going to be a good piece for our team. A good veteran, good leadership there, and someone to lean on. So I know we're definitely excited to have him.
Did you reach out to these guys? Did you send them a text?
Yeah, I sent Joseph. I haven't sent Hammer a text yet, but probably text him on the way to New York here. So. Yeah, I'm assuming that, I'm not sure what their travel schedules are, but that they'll just meet us there. So, excited to meet those guys and kind of get these last 20 games going.
How do you bring them into the group? How do you set the tone for the culture and the identity of this team for them?
Yeah, well, I think, they come from, successful backgrounds and on their teams, and yeah, Matthew's a Stanley Cup champ, and, Hammer's been a good veteran guy for, a lot of teams. So, both those guys have tons of experience that I know I'll learn from. So, yeah, I think with our group we're pretty welcoming, and we like to do everything together as a big group. So, I think it'll be a pretty easy transition for those guys.